Good evening, Wizards Nation. A freaking dub. Not only that, a dub on the road in Dallas, but also Kyshawn freaking George. I've been saying this for a freaking while. Well, we've all been saying this. Like maybe he's gonna be a top-notch 3-and-D player in this league. No, dude. It's time we readjust again. I've been saying this for a while. Readjust expectations. Hold on 1 second. 1 second real quick. I got to... But he is a freaking building block. Enough. I'm going to stop with the whole narrative that he's a 3-and-D player or a glorified 3-and-D player. Not even glorified, like a top 3-and-D player. And he's a building block. Ladies and gentlemen, 34 points, obviously a career high. 11 of 15 from the field. 7 of 9 from the 3. 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, plus 14. The best player on the freaking court the entire night, and that includes the number 1 overall pick, Anthony Davis. Whoever the hell the Mavs got. Derek Lively, whatever the fuck. The best player on the court was Kyshawn George the entire freaking game. The entire game. Building block. Building block. And not only Kyshawn, Trey Johnson. A sweet 17 points in 26 minutes. Alex Sarr. 14 points. Real solid defense. 9 rebounds. Hey, yo. I just I think I just woke up my neighbor. My bad. I'm sorry, but this is how it's going to be like in the West Coast. I'm going to be up until freaking 11 o'clock. Then I'm going to go live. Dude, I am so hyped right now about Kyshawn George. Yo, everybody. Kyshawn freaking George. Tell me your comparisons right now. I love comparisons, but holy hell, we saw this. I don't know, man. We saw glimpses of this in the second half of the season last year. He carried it over from the freaking, obviously summer league, but it's summer league, then preseason. But man, I am so pumped right now about our future, man. The 3 building blocks as of right now: Kyshawn, Trey Johnson, and Alex Sarr. And I think right now it's in that order because Trey Johnson's only a rookie. He's only going to continue to climb that ladder. And then hopefully we get a new top lottery pick next year who can join the fray. Hey, yo, Gerflump. A lot of people have been saying this the entire time. Start Kyshawn at the point guard. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I was just like, he's 6'9". I know he can be, he has definitely secondary ball handling skills, secondary playmaker skills. I don't know. But then in the first 2 games of the season, you see Coach Keefe. He is the primary ball handler for a good chunk of the game. He is the point guard. Hey, man, let me get to my notes real quick. But, yo, like and subscribe. Obviously, damn, the chat's pretty lit right now. This is a real good one, man. I don't really care. I know it's a tanking season. I know what the deal is this year. But at the same time, let's get these dubs, let morale not be, too shitty. But hey, man, I am super pumped right now, man. Let's see here. Trey needs at least 30 minutes. Yeah, man. Dude, Bub Carrington, if he keeps on playing like the way he is, I said it multiple times in my previous videos, Trey could be starting by Thanksgiving. Trey could be. When Bub went down in the preseason against the Pistons, Trey immediately slipped in. It was Trey and CJ as the backcourt. And this is not a knock on Bub. He's learning. He's learning a new position. I mean, not a new position. Yeah, he is learning a new position. But but he's gonna need some time. This is gonna be This is gonna be a transitional year for Bub. But going back to freaking Kyshawn, I'm just shocked. Not shocked. I am shocked. I'm gonna be honest. I am shocked. We saw glimpses of this, but the fact that it is happening at this rate. Dude, Kyshawn was the talk of the town. Kenny Beecham was talking about him. Trey Johnson and Kyshawn George. Look at this. Kenny, and then only that, Three Cones also said this as well. I don't know if y'all follow NBA YouTube. Kyshawn George, easily one of the most slept down players in the sport. He is so freaking good. Keith Smith also said this. Kyshawn George having this much on-ball juice is one of the most pleasant surprises of the early season. There were flashes in his rookie year, but this is a whole other level. Dude. Hey, man, let me get to my freaking notes real quick. I go in chronological order, y'all. But coming out the game, man, CJ came out looking slow. CJ just came out looking slow. All bit of the 34-year-old body that he's in. You know, he came out looking like Unk. He was an Unk status. You know, and it's kind of surprising considering how he played in the preseason. I'm not worried about this, honestly. I think this is just a slump that he's just getting into right now. But he's going to come out of it. He's going to come out. He was dropping buckets in preseason. I believe he averaged 18 points in the preseason. Efficiently. So, you know, I'm not worried about it. But, like, coming in, like, he did look slow, man. CJ did look slow. Let's see right here. Career night for Kyshawn. Bub, man, like, he's not. He doesn't look confident out there. He doesn't look. He's doubting every single freaking shot. He's passing up open shots and swinging over to the corner. I don't know, man. He started off really rocky in preseason. He had a, I guess, bounce back game against the Knicks, but you know the first two games. You know, the first game wasn't that bad, but this game was just like, dude, I wanted more of Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson played 26 minutes. I want to get 30. I'm greedy. I'm greedy like that. Put Trey back there with CJ. Let's see what chat's saying. Not going to lie, I'm surprised too, but only at the fact that he's doing game 1 of year 2. I feel like Cam Whitmore will have an attitude problem in the locker room. Yeah, dude, I have it right here. My Cam Whitmore, I'm over there in my notes. He is so good at going downhill, but at the same time, we saw the tunnel vision today. Tunnel vision. He gets the ball, just wants to do ISO scoring. I'm not mad. He needs to get more into, not even, I feel like he's trying to force it to get into his rhythm, honestly. But it's just game 2 of the season. I'm not, it was a bad game for Cam Whitmore, honestly. But at the same time, I still feel like he's trying to get his own knack in a team. He's trying to, you know, get his role. His role eventually is going to be the primary, not primarily just the microwave scorer off the bench, but you gotta do it within the team rotation. You gotta do it within the game plan. You don't just get the ball, put your head down, and freaking go to the rim. You know he's really good at that, but like his 3-point shot right now, this man went. Did he even make a throw? He went 0 for 3. 0 for 3. Let's see here. But yeah, going back to Kyshawn George, man, it started off the first quarter, 11 points, 4 of 5 from the field. I believe buzzer beater, 3. Building block. I'm going to say it again. Building block. He upgraded. He went from, like I said, top notch. Like we thought he would be one of the best 3-and-D wings in this league. No. Up from that. Building block. People were throwing the word all-star in Wizards Twitter. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm with them. I'm high on key supply tonight. I'll say all-star. If he continues this, possible. I don't know, man. Like, this is happening to me at a fast rate. We all saw he was a guard. He had the late growth spurt. I believe he grew another inch this offseason. He is now 6'9". He's fucking 7'4" with his hair. He's got the advantage. You know, his ball handling improved, but it's still, in my opinion, it still needs a little bit more polishing. But when he figures it out, the league is in for a rude awakening. So, also, another this. Somebody in this chat, I don't know who it was, somebody said Kyshawn George could be Franz Wagner with defense. Who was it? Who said that in the chat? This was like a couple videos ago. Somebody said And it's the guy who comments a lot. Maybe a girl. I don't know. Kyshawn George could be Franz Wagner with better defense. Who said that? Raise your hand if you said that, because right now you're looking like a freaking Nostradamus. See, I don't want to get too high on my supply again, and she's like, Keyshawn's an all-star, but holy hell, like, again, it's only game 2 of the season, but we got ourselves one. Will Dawkins, please stand up. Where? He could be LeBron, but better. Will. The 24th pick, Kyshawn George, looking like the steal of the draft. Hands down. Hands down. I believe we got him with the Gafford trade, if I'm not mistaken. We got him with the Gafford trade, who did not play tonight. Even though I love my Gaff, he is already my GOAT. He is my GOAT too. Holy hell, man. Let me see 1 second real quick. Let's see some freaking highlights. 1 second. I'm going to go to the Wizards Twitter page and see if they got something for us. Here we go. That's my GOAT. 34 points, man. What's wrong with that? Yeah, there we go. Not only that, he's super freaking confident. Like, it got to the point with Kyshawn George. He himself knew in his head, I'm the best player. Give me the freaking ball. I'm going to produce. Not only that, he's our best defensive player. Look at the stocks. 2 steals, 3 blocks, a plus 14. And again, Kyshawn George plays the most minutes out of everyone tonight. 35 minutes. When Bilal Coulibaly comes back, he's coming off the bench. Key took that, unless they put Chris Middleton, Chris Middleton starting 4, I don't know. But Key got that 3 on lock right now. He's not going to give it up. And I keep saying, Coach Keefe is giving the keys to Kyshawn George. Not is giving, has given the keys. And Key right now is coasting on the highway with his hand out the window. Hair brushing out the window too. Going just a cool 75. Because Kyshawn George got that pace. He's never flustered. You know what I mean? He lets the defense come to him. I love his freaking pace. He's always just, he could turn it on when need be. He can go, obviously, the fast break, but, he's at his own pace. Calm down. Give me the ball. I'm going to create for myself. I'm going to create for others. I'm going to give these people where they want the ball. Will, I agree. Kyshawn got the keys. Looks like the Capitals are back to being the best team in D.C. The Commanders are starting to suck again. Nationals suck, and the Wizards still aren't great, although an impressive win tonight. Yeah. That summarizes the DMV. Even though Commanders are going to be good in the future, they suck ass this year. I don't want to talk about the Commanders. I don't want to bring the vibes down right now. The Wizards and Kyshawn George got a fantastic win tonight. I don't care if it's tank season. We need dubs like this throughout the season. We do. We do, dude. We do. Last year at this point, I would have been rooting for the Mavs to win. I was like, no. We need a top pick. If Kyshawn George keeps playing like this, I said this, and I feel like we all said this, not just me, fuck me. We were just like, dude, we need to find out this season who are the core players for us. Who are going to be the players that we're going to build around? And who is going to be the, rotational players? Way too early is game 2, but as of right now, it's Key, Trey, and Sarr. Those are our building blocks, and hopefully we add another building block next year who can be possibly the best out of all of them. I'm looking at Cam Boozer. I want me some Cam Boozer. You know what I mean? We got rotational players for the future for our team. We got dudes like Bilal, in my opinion. Don't give up on Bilal, man. See, look at this. Our wings could be Kyshawn George and Bilal. Let that sink in. Defensive wings. Beautiful. Then we got Champagny right there. Then we got Cam Whitmore. Don't forget about Will Riley. See, I got here right now. So Will Riley. Dude, every single time I look at Will Riley and he's playing, I kind of get flashes to Kyshawn George as his rookie year. And I don't want to sound so, like, like I'm jumping the gun here, but obviously Kyshawn George without the defense. Kyshawn George without the defense. Let me rephrase that. But we got something in Will Riley, in my opinion, offensively. And he don't get it twisted. Will Riley's a dog himself. Let him poof out his hair too. He's going to be a Kyshawn George clone. Offensively. Again, offensively. Daniel's son says, just subscribe to your channel. Hey, man, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let me read chat real quick. Well, let's go to the box score real quick. Then we'll go over to chat. Marvin Bagley, 10 points tonight. 10 points in 15 minutes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Corey Kispert, played solid. 7 points. He was a +5. 4 rebounds in 21 minutes of play. I do dog Corey Kispert a lot, but, game 1, he was a negative in the first half. Game 2, negative in the first half. He kind of avenged himself in the second half, the game against the Bucks. But, Tristan Vucevic, hey, man, the Vooch got some run tonight. 7 minutes. And defensively, he wasn't atrocious like he usually is. He actually was a +11, even though he did miss 3 shots. He was 1 of 4 from the field. But, I like honestly, even though I like Bags, I do like Bags. Give the Vooch some minutes. Let's see what we got in the Vooch. Man. Cam Whitmore, I talked about him earlier. 8 points, 3 of 9 from the field. 0 of 3 from the 3. He started off really poorly in a 3-point department this season. But, it's just the beginning of the season. I feel like he just needs to get more acclimated within the team, find out his role, carve out his role, and go from there. Will Riley, 4 minutes. Come on, man, give him more minutes. I want to see Will Riley get more minutes, man. Let's get him like 12 to 15 minutes. 3 points in 4 minutes. But again, also Trey Johnson, 17 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3, no free throws, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, a +7 in a homecoming game for our boy Trey Johnson. Let's not forget about Trey. Right now, the topic of everything right now in the DMV is Kyshawn George, but Trey Johnson had himself a game tonight. Is Trey Johnson Filipino? You bet your ass he is. He's half Filipino. No. Kyshawn George was 100% Filipino tonight. He was. How did I say it? He was Kuya. If you know, you know. Hey, man. But anyways, I'm not worried about CJ. I know people were dogging on him on Wizards Twitter. I'm not. He did look, especially in the first half. But, kind of bounced back. He was a +10, though, but still. 2 of 8, 1 of 4 from the 3. His shot's going to start falling in, We saw it in the preseason easily, effortlessly for him. Bub Carrington, the only starter with a negative, plus and minus department, a -5, man. I need to see more. Do you watch hockey if the Wizards are off but the Capitals are playing? My brother from another mother, I'm trying. See, to me, it's just Commanders and Wizards in no particular order. I love hockey. I've been to many Capitals games. The atmosphere is the best out of all 3 of them. Easily. But I don't got no time, man. I got a girlfriend. I got a dog. I got a fat cat. I got a job. I got this channel. You know what I mean? I got my rivals. I got too much on my plate. But I definitely want to, start learning rules and shit with hockey. I do love the Caps, but from a distance. The Wiz, Leia, let me read chat real quick. Will just needs to fill out his frame and focus on growing, to be honest. Hey, man. Antonio, I don't know if you noticed. I said it in a couple videos. Will apparently grew 2 inches. He is now 6'10". Will Raleigh, y'all, is 6'10", and still with that 6'8" wingspan. Well, hopefully, I don't know. Is anybody a doctor in this chat? Can your wingspan grow? I highly doubt it. I'm like 95% sure your wingspan will not get longer or grow or whatever. But vertically, you can. But yeah, man, Will Raleigh, 6'10". Holy hell. And he's only 19 years old. He's only 19 years old. If we get a legit point guard, you're going to see Alex Sarr go through the roof. Don't get it twisted. I think that's right now is what's going to unlock our team. Obviously, I'm thinking far ahead, but, you know, we just need a freaking point guard. And give me another backup big. I want my Isaiah Hartenstein after this season. Give me my Isaiah Hartenstein and give me a point guard, Darren Peterson, and let's go. We got this. We need Bilal playing the best defense on the opposing best defender. Just hard to make a lineup due to his lack of offensive bag and consistency. Hey, I completely agree with you, man. But you know what? Hopefully, you know, we just need... his rookie year, I believe he shot, 34% from the three? Granted, it's on, you know, not that many attempts, but I completely agree, man. And I'm not, so some people are out on Bilal. I'm not. We see how he can be special on the defensive end. You know, he just if he could just get 36% from the three. 36%, that's all I want. That's all I want. 36%. He can be our Jalen McDaniels. I keep saying that comparison. He can be our Jalen McDaniels. That's it. That's it. That's all we need from him. Do the Wizards have an extra first-round pick? Yes, we do. Doug, yes, we do. We have the worst pick out of the Thunder, Rockets, and I believe one other team. I don't know who it is, but you know it's going to be the Thunder. So we're most likely going to have a pick between 28 to 30. So we're going to have our lottery pick and a late-ass first-round pick. So we got assets to move around. Never out on Bilal. Feel like he had a lot of pressure since the next draft was so-called quote-unquote terrible. I agree with you, Rudy. Not on Bilal. I do, however, want Bilal to freaking play at least 65 games this year. Bilal played, 58 games last year, if I'm not mistaken. That's one department where I am getting a little upset at with him. And it's obviously not him, like in general. Like, you know, she's having bad luck, but like, come on, man. I don't want that whole injury-prone tag on my boy. Yeah, he played 59 games last year. Then 63 games his rookie year. And you're already not playing the first 2 games of the season. Come on, man. I need more. I'm not even 65. I want 70. I want 70 games played this year for Bilal. Can't improve if you're not playing. Wise words. The most agreeable statement. Sarr looking already better. Sarr's looking like a big man. Sarr's looking like a big man finally. He has that big man mentality. I don't know who spoke to Sarr this offseason, which assistant coach is in his ear right now, but God bless that dude. That dude, you know, and then again, it's going to come to him. It's going to come to him. Bilal might miss the first 12 of this year. Yeah, honestly, has anybody read a new report on Bilal? Because, like, they were saying that Bilal he might come back the first week of the season, which would be, I guess, this Sunday we're playing against the Hornets, I believe. Yeah, Raj. They're saying, reports saying that Bilal could come back the first week of the season. I don't even think he's practiced yet, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen any update on that. If he didn't play today like that, chances are he's not going to play on Sunday. He might be out until Game 7 of the season. One more week. But the timeline was for him to come back with the first week of this season. First week of the season is about to end. Well, I mean, today's Friday. So I guess, you know. But, yeah, let him heal. I agree, Rudy. Let him heal. And there's nothing to rush back from. You know, this is tanking season, even though we just beat the freaking Mavericks in Dallas. Sarr looks solid, but he still acts a little shy. Like my boy, get in there, get the dunk. We need at least 2 dunks a game. Yeah, he does. He does, man. Honestly, he hasn't filled out his frame yet, too. He hasn't filled out his frame yet. He did gain more muscle, but, I do want him to see a bit more assertive. Toss an elbow. Swing an elbow. I want to see some Meta World Peace down there. Let's see if I got something else to show y'all on Wizards Twitter. Any Corey Kispert fans? I know there are Corey Kispert stands, not fans, stands in this fan base. I get it. Look at this. Beautiful. On PJ Washington. It's just effortless with him. You know what I mean? Cam's the best driver on our team, man. He just needs to realize that. You can't stop him. He's a freight train. But he needs to stop forcing up shots, though, when he's in the perimeter. Look at this, man. Kyshawn freaking George, man. He came out well, in the beginning of the first quarter, not really, but then towards the end of this first quarter and the second quarter, 18 points in the first half, I believe. Yep, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Man, he's just like with Key, it's just like he's finally figuring out like his whole like how to use his body to his advantage. You know what I mean? Using the shoulder, shoving off a little bit, using the hair. He should use the hair when he's defending. You can't see shit. But like, hey man, let's see. Let me read a couple more, and then I'm gonna call it quits, y'all. I like keeping it between like 25 to 30 minutes a stream. But yeah, man, let's see here. I'm sorry, but after tonight, want us competing for the play-in since the lottery is so volatile. I don't know about that. I mean, perhaps. I mean, what does give me solace is that, we do have pick swap rights with the Suns this year. In case some of y'all forgot, with the trade, Bradley Beal, I believe, we do got pick swap rights with the Suns. However, I haven't followed the Suns yet. Let me see. How are the Suns doing this year? It's only super early. Phoenix freaking Suns. They are 1-0. How about that? They are 1-0, but they're losing against the Clippers right now. But yeah, they're 1-0. Suns suck. Yeah, they do suck. Look at their I hate their roster makeup right now. So we can take their pick and then they can get our pick if Trader is better. Yeah, pretty much. If they have a higher slot than us after the lottery, of course. We all know how the lottery is. It's rigged. See, if hopefully Adam Silver forgets that we got pick swap rights with the Suns, he screws us over and he gets the Suns their pick and then we get their pick. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it depends on the lottery. But like, if the Suns land higher than us in the lottery, we get the pick, and we have to be in the lottery as well, I believe. So, which I feel like we're definitely going to be in the lottery. But still, it's just we got this stuff. We need this to build morale, to build confidence for the team and for the future. This is also a step in the right direction. Obviously we're gonna lose games, but like, we need dubs like these, man. We need dubs like these. We keeping that Knicks pick? We are. I don't think he's got a lot more to worry about right now than that draft order. That is true. Adam freaking Silver. Just like a week ago, we were all the NBA fans were praising Adam Silver for like the NBC transition, for the NBA NBC, the logo and the finals, the trophy in the court in the middle. Bringing that back. We're like, oh shit, maybe Adam Silver's listening to us. Games are being rigged. Games are being rigged. And Chauncey Billups? But yeah, man, I'm about to call it quits, y'all. I'm about to go to the gym. See, I got all this pent-up energy right now. I'm about to go lift. I'm about to go run. Kyshawn George, man. Career night for Key. I'm dropping a video tomorrow on Kyshawn George. But 34 points. 11 of 15 from the field. The best player the entire night on both ends. On both ends. 11 rebounds. 5 stocks. Plus 14. Building block. Let's say it together. Building block. And the steal of the draft last year. Hey, man. I see. I can't stop smiling. Boy. I can't stop smiling with Kyshawn freaking George. I made a prediction. I was just like, Keyshawn's going to be our most improved player this year. And he's going to be our best player this year. And I'm sticking to that. I made that a couple weeks ago. I was like, no, he's going to be our most improved out of everybody. And he's going to end up being our best player this year. Hey, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Like and subscribe. I truly appreciate if y'all do that. Go Wizards. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I believe we play. Well, I know we play the Hornets. I don't know what time we do. And also, the Commanders don't play on Sunday, so y'all that have no excuse. Crack streams, meth streams. Watch the game for free. Let me help you. Screw Ted. You don't need to pay $20. Today, I watched it on meth streams. I didn't have to refresh it once the entire game. I was a bit delayed. I was like a minute delayed, but still, you know, it works like a charm. But you got to do it from your phone, though. You can't. I tried doing it from my iPad. It's not working for some reason. But from your phone, do it from your phone. But let me just pull this up real quick. Wizards schedule. We play at 6 p.m. on Sunday. The first home game, we play the Hornets. The Hornets been talking that trash. The Hornets been talking that trash. Colin Knupple's coming to town. And Trey Johnson's going to show that he's the best shooter from that draft class. Roxy Streams 2. Thank you, Go Caps. I'm going to check that out too, man. Yeah, we need to help each other right now, man. It's hard times financially right now. Everything. And plus, like, you know what I mean? Who wants to pay $20 to support this dumbass billionaire? Screw him. And his robotic son. Hornets look good, yeah. But I know I think we had like a bit of a back and forth with them last year, via Twitter. But anyways, take care, everybody. I'll see y'all on Sunday. I'm dropping a video tomorrow solely on Kyshawn George. But yes, go freaking Wizards and go Key.